Good evening. I know those of you who follow me actually want to change your life. So I ask you to pay very close attention to what I'm going to say and to listen for an opportunity that I've come up with that I'll introduce at the end. So, what I'm hearing from people over and over lets me know most are not yet seeing how they are blocking themselves. And until that's understood, nothing really changes. So I've decided to back way up and start where I see conscious manifesting breaking down, because this is the part that's not yet being understood. So your entire life is being narrated in your head all day long. Think about that. And that narrated life, friends, that's your current identity. And it's not who you'd like to think you are or who you'd like to be. It's who you're telling yourself you are over and over again with that unnoticed, untamed, and most times unquestioned authority that's playing on repeat. It only makes sense that in order to have different experiences in your life, you must confront and shut down that well trained narrator that has years of experience and evidence to back it up. That's the work that will truly transform your life. And this is exactly the kind of thing that's very hard to see and do alone, which is why I've decided to start a small group where we will actually work on this together. So, the obvious question is, what is that narrator telling you? What are you continuously strengthening, reinforcing, and empowering? That narrator is commenting on everything, it's judging everything, predicting everything. And so, when you attempt to change it by saying something like, I'm wealthy, or I'm healthy, or I'm in a loving relationship, then your mind, that bully narrator, immediately comes back with, yeah, right. Look at your bank account. You couldn't even pay your electric bill last month. Or, if you're so healthy, what's that pain in your back? Or, loving relationship? Do you remember what they said to you? Or you might bravely say, I'm confident. And the narrator says, no, you're not. Look at how you acted just yesterday. That voice, folks, it isn't random. You know that voice. It's the same one, the identity you've been living as for what, 10, 20, 30 years? And you're still living that right now. And this is why you're not living as the identity you say you want. However, you are living the identity that's talking nonstop. And here's what most people are not understanding: that narrator, again, it has years behind it, years of repetition, years of memory, years of emotional reinforcement. So when you decide you want a different life and you say affirmations and that voice pushes back, it's not because there's something wrong. It's just the process. It's how the process works. Remember, You're confronting a narrator that has been running most of your life, certainly for years. So it doesn't just say, oh, he or she changed their mind, so I'll be quiet. No, it brings up the past. It brings up hard evidence. It brings up every time you've ever messed up or failed to accomplish anything. Now, understand, it's not doing that to hurt you. It's doing it because that's its job, its only job, and that is to keep the currently accepted identity exactly where it is. And here's the truth that most don't want to hear. If that narrator never changes, your life can't change either. And friends, 20 years can pass in the blink of an eye, and you can still be sitting in the exact same place or close. Why? Because the narrative hasn't changed. And that keeps reinforcing the identity you're currently living as. Now, so often people say to me, I know this. And every time I hear that, honestly, I think if you really knew it, your life would already look dramatically different. Because here's the thing, knowing something intellectually does not change identity. Identity changes only when the internal conversation changes and stays changed long enough for the new identity to emerge. Because that's when and where who you are, your chosen identity, is being newly established. And that's the work that makes all the difference you seek. Not pretending the voice isn't there or saying some affirmations and hoping it disappears. The work is in interrupting that narrator and installing a new one over and over until the new voice becomes stronger than the old one. And that's what renewing your mind actually means. It's not poetry, it's practice. Now, you get to decide. If you'd like help doing this, I'm starting a community called the New Story Lab. Most people try to do this alone for years and years, and when they keep hitting the same walls, they eventually give up. Doing it together makes it much easier to stay with it. So, inside the lab, we will actually work through this step by step. First, we will strengthen your belief in your ability to do this at all. We'll start with a book by Dr. Joseph Murphy, which helps establish the power your mind actually has. Then we'll start identifying the narrator that's been running your life, and we will expose the old damaging story. Then we'll write the new one and practice stabilizing your nervous system around it. And we'll do that together. I'll help you write your affirmations. I'll help you write your new story. Nothing in the lab is left for you to figure out on your own. We'll meet live in the group, and every session will be recorded so you can watch it later if you can't attend live or you just want to hear it again. Your only job is to do the work, and you'll clearly understand just what that is. The cost for founding members is $25 per month. If you're here at the beginning, that's the price you'll keep. If you'd like to be part of it, send me a message or email me, and I'll send you the details to join. Friends, this is where the frustration can come to an end and celebrating can begin. I hope you'll give this to yourself and join me, because I've realized this is how I can best help you now. How to begin is in the pinned comment below. Stay well.